Hi everyone. Cut. Hi everyone. So welcome to this course. As you have seen that we are in camera view 1. So if I go to perspective, then we have just set up this scene and we have some used some mental textures, and also we have used this texture which is blend and just increase the ambient and incandescence value, and after that just put it some of the omni lights here. As you can see, the reflection is getting quite well, and we have used this blend which I have just increased the transparency level little bit so that it's just transparenting all the things which is just this base. And after that I use this area light, and its intensity is about 0.2. So now I have a rough animation of this camera. As you have seen that we have animated in this four keyframe by adding 4 keyframe. So at first I will go to 10 keyframe and will render in this, and after that from 11 to 15 will render in another. So before start to render, we should render it with the help of batch rendering system which is present in Maya. So at first what I have to do, just go to the render settings, and after that just go to the render using mental ray. Make sure that your panel which is render using, which should be in mental ray. Okay, so now if I go to indirect lighting, you should if you want it to know that if you are needed to open the global illumination and final gather, obviously you can, you have the freedom, and it will also produce some amount of bounciness into your surrounding. But right now I'm not using, because you know how to increase the accuracy and how to just increase the point density of the final gather and global illumination, as we have discussed earlier. So I will not use this. So I'm not creating any physical sky and image based lighting. So I will just go to the common tab and just go up here. Here we have the HD 540, so I will render it in um, HD 720. And one more thing, before going to render, you should go to edit and just go to change project image directory. By default, Maya is using my users Pilgrim's MacBook, Documents, Maya, and Project. By default, it will reuse this document, so no problem. You can just have your own, and here you have all the data regarding. Okay, I will do the cancel, and after that, what I will do, uh, 1280 720p is fine. So at first I will render from 1 to 10 frame, and after that from 11 frame to 15 frame will render in another PC. So going to the top, and I will set this to JPG, and there is the frame by animation ext. So I will rename this name dot hash dot ext, and will select this. So you need to know about the frame padding, so I will just put 1, because after 1 it will just compress the same cut. So after 1 cut, so after 1 it will just make a backup of that particular frame and just give a render of the same. So now after getting this one, and here we have the frame range. If you uh, go over here, name dot hash dot ext, then it will highlight, otherwise it will not show. Okay, so the starting frame be 1 and the end frame will be 10. You can increase by frame 1, that means 101 of each frame. Okay, so after that what I will do, I will just rename this 10. Okay, so we have only 10 frames. As you can see, we have only 10 frames. We'll save this file at once, so everything would be fine. So batch render underscore 005, and have saved in my ASCII. As you can see, starting frame would be 1, end frame would be 10, by frame 1. Okay, fine. The directory is in edit, change project. Here you have the project window. By default it is taking. Okay, fine, you can change it. Well, okay, I will just off this, and now what I will do, I will just off this panel. And now the main thing is that we'll go to the panel camera 1, and after that one more thing we have to do. In top panel we will change this to rendering. Okay, so in rendering you have one more feature, which is render. As you can see here, in render you have a feature called batch render. So now what happens, I will just go to its settings, and here it has the settings, which is mental ray batch renderer. Okay, so now as you can see, all the things has been ticked. Okay, no matters. Okay, warning message is fine. Batch render and close. Okay, so I will do this batch render and close. So okay, continue. Now as you can see, it's rendering it well, and internally it will happen in the Maya software. So when it's been over, I will show you the result, and I will also transfer the same scene to the another PC, so that it will render into the another PC also, and will combine both of the result into one into the compositing software, and will show you the final result. Okay, so now I will pausing my video here and just wait for the final result so that I may show you. So let's see the final result. So let's meet cut. So let's see the final result.